Hello, you're currently looking at the desk where I usually film my videos. That is for one very simple reason. Today's video is going to be a bit different. So I've seen some things floating around on these old action figures that are not the best quality. Then I went looking around and found out that I own some of these. So I assume when I was really young, I found a 5-pack of action figures that of dubious quality, and I decided that seems like a worthwhile purchase. I'll get those. So I decided to make the purchase of a Superman action figure, Spider-Man action figure, a Batman, and a black suited Spider-Man. As I said before, this was a 5-pack. I assumed the other one, which was a white Power Ranger. I assume I either misplaced that or chucked it in the bin. First off, we're going to have a look at this amazing quality Superman here. Yeah, the leg is loose. It's really floppy. The arms are, really defined. For some reason, they decided to give Superman a mop head. I don't know why. As you can see, the cape has the tassels here. I assume to replicate, battle damage, in a way. And the hands. Of course, everyone remembers that Superman has pale hands on the one side with some blue splatters, and blue hands. Of course, Superman has blue hands. He has to have blue hands. For some reason, they decided to give these figures, really perky bums as well. Those buttons as well are important. I assume they worked at some point. Now they don't do anything. They don't do anything at all. So yeah, that's Superman. Superman's probably the best of them because he's the only one that hasn't been broken. Spider-Man has tape around both of his legs. I can only assume because as a child I used to beat the toy against my table and probably throw him around a lot because of how shit he is. He doesn't have blue hands, but you can see on one side that they at least attempted to paint the blue. On the other side, no such attempts were made. He doesn't have any of the webbing apart from there and a bit down here. That, where the light is supposed to be, has been pushed all the way in. It's been pushed all the way in. I can only assume either I did that or my version of this is even more faulty than it's meant to be. Also, I might just lay down all of the articulation that these things can do, because it is a doozy. They can move their head 360 degrees. So if you want your Spider-Man to look like Deadpool, you can do that. He's just got a screw in his face. And move their arms around. I guess that's fun. If you want a really unathletic Spider-Man. And he can kick his leg up that much. And he can kick that leg up that much. So you can get him to sit down. Not the most dynamic of poses, but you can get him to sit down. Batman's got some ears on him, doesn't he? And he's got a fucking chin, doesn't he? That is one hell of a chin. That is like a square-faced dude. That is a square-faced dude. And what is up with his nose as well? Look at that. That is a nose. He's been punched by Bane a lot. And apparently so's his cape. His cape's, practically been ripped out. And it's got holes in it. I can assure you those holes are not to do with me. I did not do those holes. those holes are, you know, a design feature, of course. Of course, there's nothing on the back. It's just plain black. It's plain black everywhere, apart from like what was golden belt, which has faded over time, and a bat symbol that's faded over time. Yeah, that's Batman. It's fairly shit as well, and his legs just gonna stay like that. Like, some of them are extremely loose-legged, like that. Just pathetic. And then you've got a black suited Spider-Man whose one leg is extremely loose because it's fallen out more times than I can count. That leg has fallen out more times than I've had hot dinners. This one's pretty much the same as well. It's practically just the Spider-Man, but they at least had some detail on the head. Everywhere else is not so much. And for some reason, he's got the same belt as Batman. This is Batman's belt. For some reason, Spider-Man has the same belt as well. And so does Superman. I think I've uncovered it. It's the exact same from waist down, or from neck down, and only the heads are slightly altered. And you'll probably find that the heads are exactly the same as another pack. Apparently there were other packs that came with a Shrek. God knows why they thought to put Shrek in this. But, yeah, these are really bad figures. And most of the reason why they're bad is because I've abused them so much. Because they were pretty shit when I bought them. So yeah, Superman gets the reigning champion of this for whatever that means. But I can safely say that these bargain bin pieces of shite are probably the worst action figures ever made. Could probably say that quite safely. I will have another video up for you somewhat soon. Until then, to all are one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Subscribe. And hit that notification bell. Like. Do all that lovely good stuff. And yeah. Take a look at my social medias as well. They're fun.